Okay, I'm a little nervous about this. This is going to be my real accounts because if Apex doesn't let you do it, I'm going to try to do it with my own real money. And right now we are copy pasting 3 accounts down here. We're short 2 MES. This is with my own real money. And over here we're long 1 MNQ. And I'm going to try not to lose more than $50 because they're copy pasted. That'll be actually 150. And I'm going to see if I can make a profit on this. We'll see what happens. Okay, I made a couple of dollars. I just wanted to avoid the what do you call it? The fee that they charge you once a month for not trading. I'm holding it while I do the Apex accounts. My real money down here. We made a couple dollars, but I was down like $17, and then I said, let me get over the fear of trading my real money. Let's go ahead and just do it. And we were able to scalp. And I like the way I trade with my real money. I want to learn how to do, different strategies, but you do trade different with your real money. I mean, I'm a scalper and I like to have very low risk. And so we took a bunch of trades right in here. I let it come down as low as possible to get in so I can keep my risk very, very tight at the bottom. And fortunately, it went up right here. We got out right at the top right there. And that basically made back some of the losses that I had. I tried to do it over here, right here, and then I ended up stopping out immediately, which I like that. I like that I stop out. I like that I have my mindset. I like that I have the discipline. Don't keep adding to losing trades. This is what you need to develop. All this hedging stuff and all these other strategies that we have practicing in the big picture, you have to have your stop loss. You have to have risk management. And really, I guess unless you treat it like it's real money, you're really not getting anywhere. So I tried to put on the hedge on both sides right over here. It started coming down. Technically, it would have worked, but the bell was about to open. And I know that these things can diverge quickly at the bell and then later catch up to one another. So you don't necessarily want to try to put on the hedge right at the bell. You would either want to wait till after the bell and let everything settle down. But what happened was I could have made money and because I was short right here and it was going down, and I was long over here and it went up right at the bell. And where's that at? Probably about right over here at the bell. It started going up. Right here it was going up. I was long, and over here I was short, so both of them would have been green. But I got too nervous, got out, closed everything. And if I didn't close my real money accounts over here when I said I was going to, I got long right here. My stop was literally where this red line is. It came down this far and it shot straight up here, and I just closed my position when I saw that I was green for the day. And look, it's right back down, creating havoc again. So I guess this short little clip video is, practicing different strategies is good. Eventually figuring out what strategy is best for me or for yourself is inevitably going to be the goal. And then sticking with a good risk management plan is ultimately a way to break through. And I'm still there. I'm getting there little by little. This is the first time I've really traded my real accounts like that multiple times over and over. And it was a good feeling to get in there and actually take trades and not worry about it. Just have your stop loss in place. Do not, do not break that. So anyway, I'll see you on the next video. I hope you guys are growing and learning with me. Okay, with this particular trade, I'm going to try to do some scalping and some adjusting. For instance, we're long 3 and short 3. And I went long an extra one here, so long 4. I'm looking to stop out if it comes back down to this level. I want to see if I can catch that to go up. Put a little order and sell it.
Order submitted.
And try to make adjustments like that to see how we can affect the profits in the big picture in the end. Okay, I'm going to break even on it because it's popped up to 1-to-1. Let's see if it keeps going. Hopefully it won't just come back and stop me out. I hate when that happens, but we all hate when that happens. I could have just took my 1-to-1 profit, but I'm going to see if it'll go up to 2-to-1. Okay, now I can move this up underneath that level right there. And this gives me a 4 long, 3 short ratio, which is better for the long side. If it's a straight line up, it'll keep going. If it's not, then we made profit on it, and I'm happy with that. Hopefully it'll bounce off these pivots right here and go back up, but that's right where my stop is at. So yeah, I definitely want to be under this pin tail. So if it comes down to the moving averages, creates a pin tail and goes back up, that's the goal. If it comes back below that pin tail, I'm going to be out for sure. Okay, that's cool. That bounce off the moving average was exactly the momentum bounce I was looking for. I had my stop underneath that. Now I'm just right up to 1-to-1, and I'm watching this continue because it's heading up towards a pivot level. Actually, it broke the pivot level right here. I don't know if it's going to break through it or not. It's probably a good place to take a profit on one, but strong moves have a tendency to just keep right on going. And if you're going to ever have a big move like that, you got to just stay in the trade. Staying in the trade can be one of the hardest things to do. Okay, to keep everything sort of trying to balance everything out, or at least be on my favor, I shorted one when it popped up here in case it rolls back down. Now we're short 4 on that side. And to match the one that we added way down here that just keeps going up and up and up, we were long 4 down there. All that growth before I added to the short hopefully will help us. And so now we're equally balanced on that account, 4 on each side, kind of mixing and matching strategies using trendline breaks, momentum plays, along with the hedging techniques. I mean, here's an example. Who would ever think, I mean, unless you've experienced it over and over, who would ever think it's just going to go straight up like that? You want to be in that trade. We are in that trade. It's kind of the first time I've stayed in a trade that long, and I'm kind of like in no man's land here. I probably should close one or close the whole thing out. We're profitable on that account finally, and maybe I should just count my lucky stars and close everything out as it gets higher. So hold it. I mean, if it's going up, I don't want to get greedy though. It's a balance of greed and common sense. But if it keeps going up, what can I do here? I can add one of the short side and to kind of try to balance it out if it pulls back. Sometimes it's good to just start all over. Then you get into too many contracts on both sides, and it can just be really, really hard to manage.
Order filled. Order filled.
I think we were down like $300 in that account. Now we're break even on that account now. I like that I caught that trade right there and held it all the way up. That was the first time I've ever done that. So to me, it's personal growth right now. And not losing money on the account when everything kind of went sour is also good to have happen. We're still in some other hedges and we still have some other things going on. But also I'm recording everything that I do in my notes for each hedge and everything like that, each trade in each hedge, step by step what I'm doing. So right now I gotta make some notes for the account 8, and I'm gonna write down everything that I did. And well, that's what I did. I just closed everything after that. So you can see right here what it says. After it moved higher on the scalp, I was going to sell, but I added a short, making it equal on both sides, 4 and 4. And I haven't done anything. And I just closed everything out for a break even on that trade. Okay, once I get into over 4 micros on each side, it can get real hairy when things diverge in the wrong direction. I mean, it's just quadrupled in power. So I like to keep it 1-to-1, 1-to-2, 2-to-3 at the most. And what I did was I closed out of that, and for a break even, now I'm entering back into the trade with 1 micro on each side. That balances me to the long side. I believe in long. It's very possible we've hit the bottom today right there. It swept liquidity of the previous day. I'm happy about that. And now it's back into this kind of a range day, which is good for me to play a range and to kind of add to my position if it comes down. So I'm going to go back into the hedge with a very more mild and moderate position, 1 on each side. Okay, I closed the position, and I'm only open 1 hedge right now. And so everything's going good so far. I might just call it in the end of the day here because I'm going to try not to trade after lunch. But right now, if I were to close at this very moment, we have the 3 accounts at 122. We've got these up here around 50, 60 bucks. And these are just down 25 only. So we're green for the day, thank goodness. But the way it swings with this hedging, it's just something I'm going through and experimenting with. I'm not sure if I'm going to trade that way in the long term with real money accounts. So I will show. And finally, on the real money trades we did, like I think I showed you already, we just basically broke even right here, a couple dollars. That was 4 trades. And I was down about 15 bucks in each account, which I didn't like at all. And so I did take some really managed trades with a very tight stop loss on the 500 tick chart, and we just got that home run hit, and it worked out pretty good. But unfortunately, I didn't do that with my real money. So I'll see you in the next video. Hope you can continue to grow with me. Like and subscribe, and take care, everybody. Peace.